Gavin is no world beater, but in announcing him, Rupert's outfit, Restore Britain, they said we need people who know their way around Westminster and how the system works, and he'll add invaluable, make an invaluable contribution to Restore Britain. Well, it's not going down well online. Let's put it that way. Widely reposted, and lots of people are really upset with Rupert, as inevitably they are going to be as soon as Rupert kind of shows his hand on what the real intent of Restore Britain is. Now, some people thought that he was going to make a real stab at starting a political party, and they're being sadly disabused of that notion, because Restore Britain is more about being a sort of a staging post, a vehicle for bringing together a bunch of people that he can then use to kind of batter his way into the Conservative Party. He's hoping for a sort of sea change whereby Kemi gets toppled, Robert Jenrick or somebody of that nature comes in, and he's kind of coming in with 20, 30,000 signed up members of Restore Britain. He's going to endorse the Conservatives when he joins. That's what a lot of us think is kind of the next logical step in Rupert's journey. Now, I could be wrong. It might be that he's not going to do that. And, I'll be the first to sort of hold my hands up if he stands as an independent MP and say, wow, I got that wrong. Or if he starts his own political party. I could well be wrong. But my instinct at the moment is that he's looking for a pathway into the Conservative Party. And the appointment of people like Gavin, this is all about sort of smoothing the way. And I don't think that Rupert in the past has. I think there's some tweets that were less than complimentary about Gavin before Rupert was an MP, sort of lurking about. I'm sure I've seen those shared. Look, you get strange bedfellows in politics, but Gavin Williamson joining Restore Britain, it's definitely not going to go down well. And I just think it shows, the sort of that it's not going to go that well, and there's going to be a lot of noses put out of joint by the end of this thing. And my advice is, just focus on political parties for the most part. And don't try and ride two horses, be in Restore Britain and in Reform UK. Just leave them to do what they want. Reform UK, we've got a lot to be getting on with. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for members to sort of shape the direction of the party. That's where people should put their focus. But I'm not telling anybody what to do. It's your right to do as you wish. But for me, I think they're a dead end. Returning to Advance UK, I think, has